I actually could probably... Well, that's what Marco sounds like.
Yep.
Gotta get him. Might have to...
Yeah, pretty much.
Might have to get him up in the old WOMs. If this guy's gonna be a regular. And if he's a good guy. Oh, fuck, this thing's... Yes. Very front happy. Yes. That good old front wheel drive is... You're feeling it. Oh my god. I probably rolled over like 6 times there. I gotta start fucking... I don't know, I like getting off work later and later now, so it's like, fuck. When I get home, I'm like, I'm just getting home when you're starting these almost, so... Well, I'll just suck it up and just fucking turn it on right when I get in. This is probably really fun.
Yeah, this car has really been interesting.
Yeah, I wish I didn't miss... Yeah, fuck, that's what I'm doing. I'm always making it in at the end of these sessions. I'm like, god damn, I wish I was doing this for the last hour. It's a good little concept, this little series.
I love it.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out. They're so good that I'll figure something out. Unless the 9:30 start time is doable, but I won't. Beggars can't be choosers.
I'll tell you, in the summertime, a little bit later works better for me just because I'm still doing shit.
Yeah, right? There's a bit of that too. Like, I feel like when the sun goes down, I'm fucking time to game. But I better do shit in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm still like cooking supper or mowing the lawn or putting shit away or tightening everything up. Walking the dog.
Yeah, what's the line of, too late and too early? It's just so weird. It's like between 8 to... It's like 8's too early, it seems, but 10 would be too late. Like, that's why 9's perfect. I'll figure something out.
I was looking at some of our Mazda Mayhem stuff used to start at 8:30, and that worked really well.
Yeah. I actually, I just saw a bunch of my old replay files. Like when you save in iRacing, when you save the... I just found a bunch of those from like early Mayhem.
That's cool.
I was trying to look up to free some space, so I compressed them, and then I'm gonna put it on a hard, like a portable hard drive. I'm just gonna buy a portable hard drive for like miscellaneous shit.
Yeah, I have one of those little external, like 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Holds a ton of shit.
I might get a 4 terabyte because on average I go through about maybe a terabyte a year. So
Wow.
yeah, I go through a lot of
A lot of the
shit.
streaming and stuff.
Especially since I started doing more WOMs, my other radio show. Yeah, like the streaming stuff. And,
Car stopped ahead.
like I'm downloading lots of music, and
Car stopped on the right.
I don't believe in streaming platforms, so I just download the shows, like,
Slow car ahead. Go right.
or I'll watch it on the streaming platform and then download it, just to have it on file. I'm gonna be happy one day when I have all of the Simpsons episodes and
Yeah,
all
you're
of
gonna
Top
have a nice
Gear.
library.
Yeah, like when shit hits the fan, I'll have.
Someone's gonna be happy you had it.
Yeah, that too, because I'll. No way, it's not lost media. Like I'm making sure I'm downloading a bunch of old shows, like Emergency and
Ooh,
All
I
in the
to
Family.
I don't watch that every day. Emergency. When I was a little kid, I watched it in real time. I'd get my Matchbox out, my little
Nice,
Matchboxes, and I'd play along.
Did you ever have the board game? Emergency, the board game? Because
Really?
we have a copy of it downstairs, yeah.
Really?
No, I didn't have it. I was in the middle of the last turn on dirt. I couldn't push the button.
That's fucking cool, man. I didn't know they did that.
Now I want it.
Yeah. I know they made Emergency and Dragnet and Atom 12 fucking lunch boxes. They made lunch pail, like, and they still do. They make Avenger, like, yeah, they still make like comic book lunch pails. And remember there was a lot of Bazinga lunch pails there for a few years. It's like
Penny.
there's still a thing,
Penny.
but
Penny.
that was such a good show. The first few seasons, like the first 3 seasons, that is TV
We still
gold.
watch it once in a while.
Wow, you can really send it through the dirt part in these. Oh, I'm out of control. I was out of control steering wise, but the car was in one spot.
I keep making it almost to the top and going off in the same damn spot.
Fuck! And I just did it. On the end of the dirt part. God damn it. Well, there goes my lab. And I probably won't make it back. Yeah, there we go. It just ended. Fuck!
Yeah. Well, thanks for another great host, man.
Yeah, these are turning out to be a
Anytime,
thing.
Charlie.
It's just good time hanging out.
Can someone tell me how you lose it going in forwards in front wheel drive?
Yeah, let off the gas. They seem to be happier when you're giving it input.
Yeah, it's definitely more dense through the granites. Like more trees and more... Fuck. Oh, man. That's so cool. That's so cool doing a burnout. And he's... Uh-oh. I don't know how I fucking suck so bad at this.
Not a transport truck.
Is someone connected? What? Fuck. I probably could have done a full lap on it, like, with no damn. Oh, fucking. I say biff a rock.
All right, fellas, I got stuff to do. I'm gonna split for tonight.
See you, Thomas.
Take it easy. Oh.
I just
Uh-oh.
jumped in a Lime Rock race.
What time is it anyway? Oh, that starts at quarter after, right?
Yeah, 10 more
Okay.
minutes.
I don't even think I'm gonna be able to finish this now because I'm stuck. This is rough. This is rough. I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. I was unable to complete a lap.
Not many people were able to.
It's kind of actually like seeing my rating go up is like a bit of like kind of reminds me of like doing slots or something like that, or like playing blackjack. It's like there's that part of me that wants to keep going, like fucking yeah, you know, I'll double down. Like I feel like I'm doubling down. I don't know. It's the same feeling, but it's different,
Yeah.
totally different.
Oh, cool. Someone's in here racing one of my paint schemes.
No way.
That just never happened.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Pretty sure I got to pull up next to him and look.
Yeah. Until you
No.
find out it's a glitch
Oh,
on trading
yeah.
paints.
Yeah, no, it's not mine. It looks like mine, but it's a Puma paint job.
That's weird. Weird vibes. The fuck? Sanatorium. Rick Sanatorium. Good old fucking Ray Liotta's at Lime Rock. That'll yes. That's what I want. If you're ever gonna make a livery for me for these Rays, just take the picture of Ray Liotta from the B movie and just throw that on there. That's all I want. It's just a picture of that, like base background. Yeah, the Ray Liotta's honey, because he was in court and he was in trouble for that.
Oh, that's right.
So that'll be the brand for that'll be the sponsorship for the cars. Ray Liotta's honey.
I think of Ray Liotta and I think of, where's the money, Karen?
Karen. Funny.
Where's the money, Karen?
Speaking of which, and I'm looking at it right now. I can't wait to spin it later. Just out of the way, I'm looking for Fat Guy clothes at the mall today. I go to the record store and I look through the soundtracks. I always do that for this reason. Just for 15 years, for this reason, I fucking come across the Goodfellas soundtrack. And I look at Peter and I'm like, I've been like ever since I started collecting. That's when I've been. The only reason why I look in soundtracks at record stores is to come across this. And it paid off.
My son loves that movie.
Oh man, that's why I got the soundtrack. It's got the best soundtrack.
You're a funny guy.
What do you mean funny guy? What do you mean funny guy? Huh? I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. No, it's just you're funny. Fucking got him, you motherfucker, you. And then that what's his face comes up, and he's like, "Hey, you think you could pay off your tab?" And then he fucking hits him in the head with a bottle, and then the whole restaurant's just fucking laughing at it. That's how great the scene was filmed too. Is I always watch how the people in the background are reacting throughout the whole scene. It's like, wow, this is. I almost feel like this is real, and it was a real moment.
Jump back.
I think all those actors could say, yeah, I was a background actor in one of the best movie, like one of the most known scenes in movie history. Yeah. Like Jimmy 2 Times. Like, who knows who that actor is? He's probably only been in a few mafia films. And
yeah, he's always like a background scene
yeah,
guy.
Yeah, right? And that's fucking Jimmy 2 Times. I'm gonna go get the papers,
Yeah.
get the papers.
Yeah, I've been in all the Godfathers.
Probably, yeah. The Godfathers.
I do the movies. Whenever there's a helicopter flying around over my house, if I'm in a car, I'm always like, Kevin!
Yeah, same. I always think of the...
There's a helicopter, Karen!
I always think of the song. And within the meme community, or the Goodfellas meme community, May 10th, that's the day that scene happened. Well, that's when it happened in real life, and that's the day it says in the movie. So everyone will post on May 10th a picture of the Ray Liotta looking up. I'm fucking telling you, there's helicopters.
We're getting
You
ready
see
to
that?
We're leaving practice, going to the race. You in this yet?
I'm joining something. What's crazy is he was right about. Everyone was just telling him he was crazy, and he was actually. Turns out he was right. Those were the the feds following him.
Right.
It's like, wow. I actually am due for watching that again, so you can't watch. There's no such thing as watching that movie too many times.
No.
I've already watched it 100,000 times.
Redemption's the same way.
Yeah.
I'll watch that at any point that it's in.
Yep. I do pretty good too at forgetting movies. Like I can actually literally sit at the beginning of the movie and just pretend like I don't know and actually not remember. Like I'll actually just think and go, "Oh, I don't think of anything, so I'm just going to pretend like I don't know what's going to happen." I did that with Austin Powers just like the other week. It's like I know damn well what happens in that movie, but I would rather rewatch a movie than watch a new movie, that's for sure. There's a new Martin Scorsese movie coming out this fall. It's a little woke, but I'm okay with it.
What's the premise of it?
The book came out in 2017. It's about like white people fucking over the natives, like the Aboriginals, or as you guys call them, the Indians. Yeah, the book was made in woke time, but Scorsese's most of his movies are based off of books, so it kind of makes sense. And it is, unfortunately, as much as it sucks, like we did kind of fuck them over. So,
Yeah,
so
here's some blankets with disease.
yeah. This one takes place like in the last. It's like 100 years ago kind of movie, but it's a similar premise.
I'll have
But
to keep my eyes out for it.
as long as it's not, I don't know. The trailer bugged me a bit because it's like, the voiceover's like, "Do you see the monster?" And then it's like a room of a bunch of white people looking at the camera, and I'm like, ugh. That's kind of the point of it, I guess. But it's like, fuck. Like, I'm big on that woke shit. Anything new is mostly woke, and it bugs me. Like,
Yeah, the whole we're raising kids into a fucked up world right now.
what's funny is we've been doing, like, there's shows that I watch that have been woke before it, like, Trump ran for president. That's when the woke era started.
Yeah.
Especially up here, that's when Trudeau won. So that's kind of when it started up here too. Was the woke era. Like, but there was tons of stuff that I was already into that was already like inclusive. Like, I'll use Star Trek as an example. Like, that was the point. That was the original series. Like, they got in trouble in the '60s for having a black chick on the show. Like,
Right? A good looking one.
yeah, well, and also like an Asian lead, and like who was in the closet. Like, that was the most woke show before fucking anything else. It's like there's tons of these other shows that it's like these were already inclusive. These shows were already inclusive, but like whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of that back in the day that they seem to forget about.
Like King of the Hill, the native guy, John Redcorn, is voiced by a native guy. It's like it makes sense. Although the one Asian guy I think wasn't voiced by an Asian guy, but I don't know. It's tough to tell where things were. Now Cleveland and Family Guy is actually voiced by a black guy, or Carl and Simpsons is actually voiced by a black guy now.
But Bart Simpson's voiced by a girl. So
Yeah, and a perfect example, right? And also the voice actor is a major contributor, and she's into Scientology. She's a major. She recently just got her Tom Cruise medal, so she's like a Tom Cruise.
I don't understand that shit.
It's fascinating, man. I've looked into Scientology and right now I'm looking into Branch Davidian.
Oh, David Koresh.
Well, as I'm learning, I think he had a couple of screws loose, and he kind of did his own. He kind of did his own sect of Branch Davidian. That was already a thing before. That was a thing hundreds of years ago, but
so he made it popular with his crazy.
And he changed it up, like in the 80s. He made it so that none of them could. Everyone had to give up their wives to him. Well, that wasn't a thing until the late 80s. Like there's a lot of things that he did only just in this century, where that religion's been around for a couple centuries, I think. It's a sect of something like that. Angelicism? Or something like that. And then you look into the Latter-day Saints, and then you look into... especially Mormonism. That's an interesting one.
My dad's parents were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's, yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
And my dad's father was like he wasn't a minister, but like one of the.
Oh yeah, I forget what they're called.
He was
a parish.
He was pretty high up as a civilian in the church, Methodist church.
He was a capo.
Yeah. But it was like, and then when my dad and all the kids were out of the house, it was right around the time my sister and I were born, and they became Jehovah's Witnesses. And it was like, what?
They'd do some chalk art on your...
I'm like, they just don't want to buy Christmas presents for
yeah. Right? These guys are just too cheap. They're spending it on chalk.
I'm like, I understand.
Yeah, that's weird too. Because you kind of understand shit differently through the years. But all the chalk they spend money on, though, is insane. It's funny how that was their at least where we live, like up here in Canada, that's how, at least back in my day in the 90s, they would go to parks, or they would, even on my street, they would write on the ground in chalk. Like,
really?
They would write a quote, and then something with Jehovah, or like...
Could be a Canadian Jehovah.
Yeah. Well, they definitely did it up here. But that was their way to get to the kids, I think, which is weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Coordinator qualified ended due to activity. Some bitch.
Like there's a lot of Indians in Canada, and I've worked with and have lived across, like, find out about their religion, and it's very similar. And like all other religions too are very similar, and you read the Bible and then or you would read the fucking Quran or the whatever else, and it's like a lot of them have the same story, like they have like the same plot, but there's just different. It's like, oh shit, like
how do we control this big large city full of people? We put fear into them.
Bit of that. There's obviously fear in the Bible, but there's also a lot of good too. A lot of gray area. Depending on what Bible you read, there might be some man-on-man action that have... Like, I've read stuff that could loosely be like some dude may have done a dude back in the BC days.
The apostles.
There's a lot of different ways you can interpret the Bible and all the other ones too.
For me, my church is going out in the woods and sitting on a stump.
Yeah,
rock
there's people that do... Yeah, that's similar. I forget what that...
Did you get into a session on
Oh,
this,
yeah.
Barry?
Absolutely. Yeah, I forget what that... I don't think that's humanism, but that's what I did. That's what I learned about myself during COVID was...
Yeah, it's just like spiritual. Your own
Yeah,
private
spiritual.
spirituality,
Yeah.
you know? That's the way I see it, anyway.
Yeah. I also think there's a chance, like, it's, like, out of my control. Like, there could just be, like... What if it's none of the above? You know what I mean? Like, what if we're totally off of what happened?
Right?
Like...
Yeah. You die and you wake up and you're just a contestant on a
Don't
game
fucking
show.
know, man. I watched Men in Black, and at the end of that, all these aliens are playing marbles, and inside the marbles are, like, clusters of galaxies.
Galaxies, yeah.
And it's
You
like,
never
yo,
know.
you never fucking know, man. Actually, that's a perfect movie series as a good example. Is it's like the opening up the locker and there's like a civilization in it.
All hail K!
Right? Yeah. It's like fucking never know, man. We're discovering species and
We've got plenty of fuel to finish the race.
we're still discovering shit.
Green, green, green.
Sir, I don't know where you want to go
This
past.
is a standing start, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, good old standing starts. I forgot. I thought we were in the V's. I had to remember. I'm gonna give this a little bit in turn one. I'm gonna give these people some space. I'm gonna learn from yesterday. I started from the pits yesterday, and I still got fucked up. So that's what I'm doing right now. I got fucked up by a damaged car because I thought I could make it past them, and I'm in the same spot right now. I'm getting frame drops. It's concerning me. I've never gotten frame drops.
Fleet car ahead.
this. Oh, these guys are going at it. You're seeing this live, folks, at home. These two guys are raising X. And now I'm stuck behind them because...
Car stopped ahead.
These guys are just bashing each other for, like, throughout the S's into the straightaway in the back. These guys are at, like, 6... I'm surprised they didn't X out.
Crap, yeah. I'm like, I started in 8th, I think. And I think I'm going to be, like, in 3rd crossing
Car
the
on your
line.
left. Clear on the
Right?
left.
Yeah. I lost a lot of track position waiting for these guys, but I could have
Yeah,
been
4th.
in the same spot. Now I'm just hoping guys just DNF. That's how I'm getting spots, I guess. What's your car number? I'm number 3.
I'm number 8.
Okay, so no matter what, you're... According to Wallace and Eggman, that's how iRacing does it, so...
Ten minutes to go.
Maybe it's true. I just don't like how they do that.
The lead is pitting now.
Open this thing up on the front stretch. Nice, man. Yeah, at least we'll get a podium.
I could see people in the grass in my rearview mirror like, these guys are awful.
Same.
Right side. Clear.
Front and back. This is terrible.
So just stay out of people's way. You should be all right.
I'm gonna sue somebody.
The car in P1
If I get
just
fucked
at
up.
the fastest lap.
Punitive
56.735.
damages.
Yeah. I'm emotionally distressed.
The car in P5 just at the fastest lap. 56.384. That car is a lap down. The car in P4 just at the fastest lap.
Oh, damn.
56.3.
Someone just fucking
Car
spun.
stopped on
I
the
just saw a
right.
guy spin out. That's awesome. That's another spot though.
The car
P5.
behind is pitting. That was your fastest lap
Right?
of the session.
They come to
You're
you.
in fifth.
Fuck, it even tells you when the car behind you is pitting. That's alright. That's alright info. It's redundant, but I'll take it. I'll still take it. I guess it kind of helps your mantra a little bit. I don't know. P4 is 19 seconds ahead, so that's a little... If something
The
happens.
car in P4 just at the fastest lap.
And he just set the fastest lap, so-
55.441.
55.41. See if I can get under a minute. Yes,
Set your
I
fastest
just did
lap
it.
of the session.
59 seconds.
The leader just did a 57.135.
Whew.
Just set your fastest lap of the session.
It was a 58. 58.01.
Five minutes to go.
pretty good. I'm glad Lime. I love Lime Rock. Like,
Yeah, it's a great track.
I think it's an easy track. I think most Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, that's a hard track. Wallace just kind of debated me on it yesterday, but
I like it. Nice rhythm track.
yes, yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's exactly it, rhythm.
You got a slow car on the right.
Until they put something like rain in, then I'm sure it won't be as balanced. But
Yeah, right. Be like riding on dirt.
The car in P4.
I'm hearing
just set the fastest lap. 55.
this at the end of this season.
89.
That's when I heard it was last season. They said it will be at this season. At the end of this update, they're saying. So at that point, it's already like, oh, fucking almost August. Or August. It's halfway through the year, so.
Ooh, I just got dizzy going through the S's.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 7.8. That was your fastest lap of the session. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 3.9.
Fuck.
Man, these lap cars are idiots.
Wonder if I'll be able to get out of this race in time for the Mazda Pros are at Long Beach.
That's the open wheel.
The pro version
Fast
of the
lap for you.
the Mazdas that the the Miatas.
Oh,
or
the Miata?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man, that'd be.
I don't know Long Beach though.
I don't know it on iRacing, but I don't know it enough though, I guess. But if I'm just gonna drive around like a grandpa, like I do, just to get my frickin' safety rating up, then no offense to old
The
people.
car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.2.
That's how I tell Peter to drive. I'm like, dude, just fucking slow down a bit, man. Like, watch how you're braking and turning, man. Just take it easy, dude. You're not fucking Fred Flintstone.
Yeah, pick your
Like-
feet up.
Be easy on the car. Like,
The leader is running 56.787.
I almost want, like, I should do that.
The
Like,
car in P2
get my actual
just
license.
set the fastest lap. 55.
Because I feel like I'd be a really good driver because of
57.
iRacing. So,
Right? Be fun to try.
I'm a little nervous about the highway because sober or high, I don't want to be on that shit.
Yeah.
I don't
The
even
other
want to
people-
drive high. Yeah, like that's what I noticed too. I'm like, I'm gonna have to like, I could probably do it, but just for legality, just because
White
it's
flag,
against the
white
law,
flag.
I'll probably not do it. I'll obey a law once in a while.
Depends who's looking.
Yeah,
The car
right.
behind is closing on you. The gap is
But yeah, I'll,
5.5.
of course I gotta say on this stream too, of course. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I'd be a good situational awareness driver and defensive driver.
I just got me a P2. Holy
Really?
shit.
Nice. I'm gonna get a P5 here. P2. What how much X
It's
though?
gonna be, I don't know right now. 7X. I
So yeah,
spun
because
out
you're
on my
going
own.
for a win.
Again.
I'm just trying to salvage what I can. But I'll take it. Another 0x
There's the
race.
flag. It's over.
Love it. It's like, okay, iRacing, you want to put me fucking down? Watch me do it. That's how I feel. Like, watch me raise it. Like, I'll show you. Ooh, that raised me back into the 70s. Oh, V's at Lime Rock, but is Long Beach. No, I missed Long Beach, so I will do that. Summit for open wheel, but that's not till later. But yeah, I'll definitely do those V's. Absolutely. And that might be my final.
It's a V at Long Beach?
V at Lime Rock.
Ooh, same track.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that.
I'll find it and come in.
I have a quote unquote early night. I gotta wake up early tomorrow because
Yeah, that'll be my last one. I gotta go to bed. Is that a rookie class or?
rookie. Yeah,
All right.
I gotta put on the fake news radio hat and interview some fucking. He's probably the biggest wrestler I've interviewed though, so that's another part of it. But
Wrestler.
yeah. So just much how I got into the motorsports. I figure if I can get into events free if I just say I'm at a radio station, right? So I did this for AEW. I got Peter and a local indie wrestling promoter. I got him in. Just said we're all on the radio station. They all let us in, and they said, "Do you want to interview one of our wrestlers?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They need to sell tickets because there's still lots of tickets available. So I guess like I gotta pretend like I'm doing that, which isn't true. I'm not doing anything lying. Like I'm airing the interviews on the radio. Like I'm gonna do it. It's just me. They think they're calling like Good Morning America kind of deal, probably not fucking. Not me. But yeah, it'll be good. I'll get some. It's gonna be weird. I'm not sure how the protocol goes.
We have a guy here in Milford that he used to wrestle in the when it was the WWF,
WWF.
and he wrestled Hulk Hogan and all those guys, and he owns or bought a piece of land up here in town that's like all farmland that he used to fish on when he was a kid.
Yeah.
He bought it because people were trying to develop it, and he bought it, and then he lets the local farmers use it to plant corn or whatever they want to farm on it. I'll look the guy up and send you the little story on it. It's a pretty cool story.
He doesn't farm though.
Nope, he just has a lot of money.
He's just sitting somewhere down south, down in the Baja. He's just taking it easy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He built a little barn out on the middle of the field that I think when he comes up here, that's where he goes. It's got big gates, and it has like a I don't know what the reference is, but I think it's a wrestling reference on the like logo on the gate. Oh, what the fuck? Why am I the number 1 car? Come on.
That's pressure. I'm number 8. So, no pressure. Plus, yeah, I wanted to get back into... Whether or not Wallace would hear this, I don't care who hears this, but... Not that I'm saying I'm not at all bored with the WOMs, that's for sure. But... And I'm not saying racing is boring. But... or I'm not saying racing is annoying either, but there's some... I don't know. Not that I'm annoyed or bored right now, but there have been some times where it's like, what the fuck is this?
It's a little stagnant.
It's like, what am I doing? And I always refined my love for it. But I recently kind of did that for wrestling. Because I used to cover wrestling, a local wrestling company, and I had a wrestling show. Then they wanted me to pay to get in, and I was like, fuck this. If this is what it's going to be like, then...
Yeah, I'm trying to promote you, and you want me to pay?
Yeah. And I don't care about that
Get off the
either if they
racing
hear
line.
that, but they let people in free to cover their shit. And that's cool, good for them, but like I'll admit it. I don't... That's just the way it goes. What's funny is I'm bringing the one guy in that kind of helped me out years ago for this, so maybe they'll hook me up with some. maybe they'll let me in free to their. It's like you guys kind of cut me off a few years ago, and then all these years later, I'm getting you guys into the fucking one of the big shows. It's like, how did that work out?
Right.
It's like. But like the one guy from my wrestling podcast that I want to do here, like I kind of want him to be like a Wallace, so I got a co-host for that, and then Peter will always help out. He's more into wrestling than racing, I think, so he might. I don't know. I want him to help out with racing and stuff, but he's not. He'll hold the camera. That's about it. That's fine too. And maybe he'll pay attention to what's going on, so he'll be a good reference for stuff, but. And he'll get me there. That's the other main thing.
Yeah, this guy, Ted Arcidi.
What was his ring name?
I gotta go down through it, but he was once known as the strongest man alive and the first man in the world to bench press 700 pounds in a powerlifting competition.
Damn. Okay.
Ted Arcidi, a former wrestler, weightlifter, and business owner, recently purchased Ryefield Farm 125-acre corn and hay farm in Milford, preserving it from development.
How do you spell his last name?
Arcidi, first name.
Oh. And so he's Italian. Okay.
Yeah, big barrel-chested guy.
Shit. Okay. So he was 80s. Oh wow.
Yeah.
The good old days.
After leaving WWF.
He even came up to Calgary and worked for Stu Hart in Stampede Wrestling. Wow. Like, there's the fucking Canadian connection. I'm telling you, man. Like,
Pretty cool.
they call it the Canada effect in wrestling. We have a big effect on wrestling up here. I'm big on that too.
It's the beer. Like that movie with, I think it's called The Wrestler.
Oh, what a fucking great movie. Maybe I gotta watch that.
You really get sucked into it. Like, this is like, you're like, oh, this is kind of a shitty movie. Then you're like, I feel like I'm watching some real story.
Yes, and that's kind of, that's the vibe of that movie.
Right?
That's the theme of it.
I mean, just losing his shit.
It's supposed to be
Fucked up
gritty.
to it.
Yeah.
Really good, great movie. And, of course, you get to see, what's her name's fucking titties.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's awesome.
Yes.
It's awesome.
They got a good they got a good amount of awards out of that one. I remember Mickey. That was like, what else? What has Mickey Rourke done since? That was like his comeback and his. It was like his curtain call. That's what it was. I don't even know if he's alive, but
Yeah, Marissa Tomei, she is so fucking awesome. She's my age.
fucking the Seinfeld episode. The Seinfeld episode about her.
I don't know that.
George was like obsessed with Marissa Tomei. I think she was even in it too. Because George kept thinking he was seeing her, and he actually was going fucking crazy, and he actually was seeing her. George.
I don't know what I would do if I saw her. I might have to be like, I'd probably like throw Julie to the ground and be like, shut up.
I've probably crossed paths with, like, just imagine all the people you probably actually crossed paths with, you just didn't recognize them.
Right? They got a baseball hat and glasses.
Yeah. Or like they just you're on your day, like if I'm on the bus or the train home, I'm not thinking I'm gonna run into, so you're not even really looking out for them.
Right, you know, why would I be sitting next to Keanu Reeves? Why would I be?
Yeah.
Right, and we actually get a lot of that around here in Boston.
Well, that totally makes sense. Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of guys still live there. Like the true.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of them live like up in the countryside here. Like a couple of small little towns about an hour from here. And I don't know who they are, but there's like this one town, Peterborough, there's like a little theater. And actors come and live up in that town, and then they get into the theater group or troupe, and they do acting stuff in the summer.
I kind of might know what you're talking about. There was a Sopranos episode where where Vito had to go upstate because they found out he was gay. They found him at the gay bar in like fucking a biker suit, making out with some dude, and then he fucking hiked it upstate to. I gotta find this out. And then he met a firefighter, and yeah, he went up to Dartford, New Hampshire. Dartford, yeah, where is that?
Dartmouth, that's right on the Vermont border. Lebanon, Dartmouth, right near White River Junction, Vermont.
But yeah, he met a gay firefighter, and he had even more of a fantasy
in Dartmouth.
Then he tried to come back. Then he tried to come back, and he tried to beg Tony to fucking. He knew where Tony would shop at a certain time of the week. He stalked him, and he's like, please. And then Tony was like, yeah, whatever. And then he had him taken care of. He didn't though. The other crew did. I don't want to. I shouldn't spoil it for people out there. Because he dies in a really funny way. By
any Sopranos.
By Frank Vincent. Oh man, just the fact that Frank Vincent is in it, you should watch it.
I don't know why I never have, because I love all of the mafia type scenario movies, shows.
Oh man, that show has total TNA. and like the right amount of violence. Nothing too gory, nothing crazy, nothing corny either, really. James Gandolfini's one of my favorite actors, so I can't. Yeah, as I'm looking at my posters of him on the wall from The Sopranos. It's definitely one of my favorite actors. Fuck, this could be a good race. Start from the back, gonna take it easy.
Same here. I'm the number 1 car, but I'm starting 9 out of 11.
Yeah, I'm number 8, but I'm starting at P10.
And I'm just going to pull to the side and let the back of the field come around me. I don't want to get in a mess. This car, what do you stick mostly in 3rd in this car, don't you? Hit 4th in some of the straights?
I've raced all in 4th.
Really? You don't even downshift?
No. Well, I mean, I'm sure people do, but you're gonna have a little bit of a kick. You're gonna notice the car's gonna kick out on you, so you have to be ready. You have to be ready for that back end to kind of step out a little bit, like a jolt on you.
Stay in 4th. I'm not looking. I'm just looking to turn laps and stay out of the way. So 4th is probably a good idea.
If I'm slow enough in turn 1, I might go down to 3rd. And then you might be able to chill in 3rd as long as you can in the S till through the S's, but other than that, I feel like cuz if I step out and do 3rd up the hill, it's going to get loose.
We've put in plenty of fuel.
And the final 2 turns there, if I go into 3rd, it's going to get loose, so
Green flag, green flag.
I'm just going to actually sit here for a second because these guys are going to be wrecking out, but they're going to be coming back on the track, so you like
Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead. Car stopped ahead.
Everybody's
You got a slow car on the right. The next car's the leader.
So trying to get back on the track.
it's like
Idiots.
my fucking yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm
Right
scared
side.
about right now. Yeah,
Clear on the right.
that's what I'm worried about right now.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Like it takes a lap or 2 for it to, because they go down pit road eventually, or they X out.
Car right. Clear on the right. Ten minutes to go.
shit. I feel like I'm going so slow. Looking at these lap times here, I think, and that's not helping me mentally.
The car in P8 just set the fastest lap. 1 minute.
Fastest lap's
2.64.
102. I just said a
That was your
105.
fastest
So
lap of the session.
where do you go down to third without fucking losing it? Here, I'm gonna try it through the S's. Okay. Then you're back up to fourth.
The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 1 minute. 2.238. Right side. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 7.2. Clear on the right.
Oh man. Like, how's this guy go so much faster than me? He's like gearing up before the hill. Like, how does that work? Or is he going down to third? No.
The car in P4
Okay.
just set the fastest lap. 1 minute. 2.117.
See what I set here. This should be at least a 103.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 even.
Yeah, I was right.
Just set
Okay.
the fastest lap of the session.
Alright, so I'm not too far off of the fastest lap.
You got a slow car on the left.
This guy just
You're
came
gaining
down
on the
into the
car in front.
line.
The gap is 1.2.
What a fucking prick this guy is. Comes down to the racing line, makes the guy get an axe. So I'm going to give him extra space because I don't trust him at all. And I knew there was something up with him just from his last name.
What is it, asshole?
Mrausinski.
The leader
Ah,
just did a
mouse.
1 minute.
Yeah.
3.05.
Kyle Mrausinski.
Rank.
I'm surprised I can say that. I'm actually really impressed with myself that I can pronounce that. Mrowczynski.
Mushins.
Yeah, it's definitely a Baltic,
He's a Russian, maybe?
Russian, Eastern Asia. I
5
don't know.
minutes to go.
Got a big forehead.
Slow car ahead. Car stop on the left. You're losing on the car in
Yes.
front. The gap is 2.3.
Well, I knew this guy was gonna spin out. He's eating too much fucking Potchki fucking donuts. They are delicious though. They know how to make donuts over there.
In Russia?
Well, especially Poland. Polish donuts are really popular here because of the Polish immigration. And they're fucking delicious. They know how to make donuts. It's mostly powdered with jelly in them. Which not a lot of people like those kinds of donuts for some reason. But Boston cream. That's a goodie.
Good one.
Absolutely. Like filled donut. I don't know why. I don't even know if I've ever had a bad filled donut. I like lemon. I like
Sugar
the.
coated with jelly
You're
inside.
losing on the car in front. The gap is 3 even.
I don't know. There's like this plain jelly. I think it's like I and then it's like it's weird, but like,
Slow
oh
car
shit,
ahead.
this guy's just spinning out everywhere. It's probably that it's high. This guy's high on meth. I just have a feeling. I'm just hoping this guy messes up here where I can overtake him.
Considering I had to come in the pit,
The car in
I'm in
P5
seventh.
just at the fastest
That's not
lap.
bad.
1 minute 1.928. The car in P7
That means guys are
just
still
at the fastest
shitting it.
lap. 1 minute 1.923. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.3.
What's good though is I have a week of streams where I can cover my ass and go, okay, people, look, I can at least race without getting incidents. Yeah, I'm in 9th, but
Cleanly.
yeah, I mean that's another side of iRacing. Like when I'm back at B or A, I'll start going for wins again. But I'm not trying to go for wins right now.
Yeah, same here.
Like I'm almost just being like, hey, this is just how you.
The car in P7
Cleanly race.
just at the fastest lap. 1
And
minute
this is what it'll do for
1.922.
I come close to winning a couple races in last week just by just cruising. So
You're
I got a
leading on the
P2 or
car in
P3 a
front.
couple
The gap
times.
is 2.4.
That weather tech. Yeah, I've probably done as many streams in the last week that I have all year.
That's pretty good. These guys
iRacing's
should be
coming
taking
back.
themselves up because now I'm at P6 without passing anybody.
That's the other, yeah, attrition too. Like you don't even have to do. There's stuff that you don't even have to do. Like stuff will just right things will happen to you. You don't even have to do it.
Right? Position will come to you.
Yeah. And then you know what? If I'm in a lobby where it's that tough, where guys are not wrecking out, then I'll give them credit for that. I'll actually go, okay, I'm racing with good people. And that's
You're
what you
leading on the
want.
car in front. The gap is
Until that day,
3.5.
until that day comes.
There we go. P5 now. How about that?
Nice, man. Yeah, because when you're in the pits or whatever else, there could have been guys that were a lap ahead or whatever, and they got fucked up.
Yeah, the way this race is going, there's a lot of idiots in it. They were all just driving into each other.
I would totally do an endurance race here. It would be pretty repetitive, but I could do it.
White flag. One more lap to go.
Get the white flag. Oh, Mike
Left side.
Wazowski got off. He's off.
Clear.
Alright, I'll pick up his spot.
These idiots that crash after they pass the checkered flag, like you're still gonna lose shit.
Yeah. I noticed that.
If there's still guys on the lap that haven't finished crossed over the finish line, it still counts.
Left side. Clear on the left.
My habit is to go all the way around, pull in the pits.
I used to do that just to keep it realistic and fun, but especially at a track like this, I'll see pit exit. That's just where I'm like, all right, this is good enough. Cross the line, look for pit exit, and I'll park in it. Good enough.
But a lot of guys, they have
There's the
say that
flag.
you
It's
get
over.
more turns. If there's still guys that aren't finished,
Good job.
every
Very
turn you
good
make
job.
is another turn that goes towards your
I question. Yeah, I wonder if that's true.
safety.
I wonder if that's true. Fuck, another 0x race, folks. Yes, I'm definitely